Knowledge as a resource, as an organisational resource and something of economic value. We've been talking about it since the first industrial revolution. People have been looking at ways of how they can coordinate it, how they can actually try and manage that environment. Things like industrial efficiency engineers, and things like this have evolved through the 30s, the 40s, 50s, 60s to get where we are today with knowledge management. So really, knowledge management has come from something else. It's emerged out of the need to actually look at knowledge as a resource. So there are going to be those of you out there that turn around and say, we are very good at capturing knowledge. And perhaps you are. But we've worked with quite a few companies now when we talk about lessons learned, post-action reviews, where people are turning around saying, we extract this valuable knowledge from our staff, we capture it, we upload it, we've got a library system, excellent. And this is our knowledge. And people, through their lessons learned, capturing the knowledge, and then they were putting it out into SharePoint. And what was happening? It was lost. They couldn't find it again.
If we today could go into an organisation and open up that corporate email information store, it would probably have the richest seam of information and real business intelligence that you could imagine. But we all know that corporate network systems, even though they are owned and operated by the business, by and large the messages that sit within the email inboxes of employees are deemed private. And in some countries more than others, you can't, as a business owner, go and data mine or sort of look for value in those messages. Whereas with social networks, the conversations are much more open from day one. And as we see organisations displacing these conversations from email into their enterprise social networking solutions, then all of those conversations generally become visible and discoverable and searchable and rankable and rateable. So if somebody provides somebody else with an insight or a solution to a problem, that person can be liked. They can be given praise. And that itself just changes the way organisations work, very subtly at first, and indeed organisations do struggle sometimes to adapt.
So from a knowledge sciences perspective, cities are aggregations of intellectual capital produced by individuals in the form of human capital, produced by households, communities, and organizations in the form of structural capital, and by transactions and activities in the form of relational capital.